Well, let's take a look at creating a class and see how we'd go about setting everything up. Okay, so I'll do a new project and class example. And I'll eventually get to putting different items on the form here. But let's come over here. And you have to click on the right one. If you click on the solution up here, if you do a right click and you choose add and then you say new item, you're going to find that it doesn't exist. It just says test file and XML file. But if you go down to the next one where it says class example and you right click on it and you choose add new item, this is where you'll see a class at. Also, if you right click on that and choose add, then you see the very last one is class. So they provide a feature for you to create a class. Classes, you can think of it as an object. Okay, now I'm going to create a, I don't know, a cat. So create a cat class. Actually, let me create a dog class. Okay, and I'll click add. Now, the benefits of having this in a separate file is that you can reuse the code. And you see I have dog now and I have program. And it automatically takes me over to the code for the dog and has everything set up, my namespace, which matches the class example up here, my class dog. Now I need to have some variables to define the object, like my dog has a name. So say private string underscore name has an age. So private int for integer underscore age, and you put underscores as default, and then whatever you want to call that particular. You can think of it as a variable, but it's really it's a characteristic of the object, like a name, an age, and so forth. And that's good enough just to get everything set up. Okay, now that's declaring those, and now I want to create a constructor. This is going to construct an instance, and I'll have public. Now, private means it can only be used within this class, and public means it can be called from any place. So, any place that you import this dog.csn can use this. So, say public, and then I want to refer to dog. And beginning parentheses, closing parentheses. I'm not going to pass any parameters in when I create an instance. Now, you could pass in some variables where you could set these, but okay, and I'll say underscore name is equal to blank, and underscore age is equal to 0. So it's 0 years old to begin with. Okay, now I want to get some gets and sets, so I'll do public, and I'm doing my name, which is string, so I have to put the appropriate type there. And then I'm going to do my name, and I'll make that as uppercase in, and then no underscore in front of it. Now I'll talk more about that here in a minute. Okay. What am I missing there? I must have at least one. Get. And then I'll do a return underscore name. I'm just not doing very good on the keyboard right now. There we go. And then I'm going to have my set. Now get retrieves the value, and that's why it does a return underscore name. That's internal name, and that's where the value is stored at. Now the set, I'm going to set underscore name is equal to value, and it's always equal to value on these. Okay. Now you have to have a get and set for each of your fields you declare above, your variables. So I got public int age. Now that the age with the uppercase A and no underscore, that's your user-friendly name that the user is going to be able to access. When I say user, I'm talking about the user of your object, so the programmer. So I'll have my get, and I'll say return underscore age. There we go. And I'll have my set, and then I'll say underscore name age is equal to value. There we go. And let me save everything. There we go. Let's see, what do I get? Got my constructor. I got these values here for my get and sets. Okay, so over here in my form then. I'm gonna have a button that'll initialize the values. I want to print the values over here, so I need to have them as a text box. And I got name. Think about my design and my program here. Okay. I have a label, a couple labels. And this is just going to create the instance. So this is going to create the instance. And this is going to be name. And this will be age. I guess I'll give these names. This will be called TB underscore name. And this one will be called TB underscore age. And I ought to change the text to this, say create. Okay. Let me double click this. Now this is going to create the instance, but I want to actually declare it. I always have to play with this a little bit. I've already played with this one time, so I know where to put it at. But I tried to put it up here, and that wasn't the right place to put it. And here is where I'm going to declare it. So I'm going to say cat, dog, and then I'll call it dog1. So this is our object we created, the class, and I'm giving it the name dog1. So then down here where I'm creating the instance, I'm going to say dog1 is equal to new dog. Okay, so that'll create our instance, and I want to set some values. So I'll say dog1 dot, and you see I got age. So I'll say age is equal to 0, and dog1 dot name. Notice these are the user-friendly names we did over in the class. Is equal to Mia. Okay. So that's going to create our instance, and then we'll set some initial values. Okay, so now I got our create up here. Now that's going to create it. Let's just create another button for displaying it, where it'll display those values. Okay, so I want another button. And I'll have this one say display. And let me double click it. So TB underscore age dot text is equal to dog1 dot age. Now that's going to be an integer there. So now if I do a dot to string, that'll convert it to a string. Now TB name dot text is equal to dog1 dot name. What's that? Cannot be used like a method. Oh. Yeah, can't have the strings there. Strings are implying you're passing in a parameter or calling a method. Where we're accessing a variable here, or a field, some call it. So now if I run this, let's see if it works. See if I got any errors. Okay, so I click create. Now I've clicked display. It puts that there. Okay, well let's see if we can build upon this. Where we change the value of one of them. Particularly, let's say we change the age. So I have a new button here, and where this is going to increase the age. So let me change the text to say increase age. Double click this, and then I'll say dog1 dot age is equal to dog1 dot age plus 1. And then I want to display the results out, but I suppose I could have the user click the button. So let's run this. Okay, I have to create the instance. Let me display what's there. Got that. I click increase age, and let me click display again. You see it's increased by 1. I click that again and again and again. It should be 4 now. And I click display, and you see 4. Now, you may not necessarily see the power of objects using classes with this simplistic example, but the idea would be I could put very complicated code over in my dog.cs, and then I never have to write it again. I can just reuse this library over and over. It's not exactly a library, but we think of it that way. It's code reuse. Not only that, but if I had to, for some reason, create 100 instances of dog, I would not have to repeat all that code. All the code is over here in this file. Anyway, that's our example of objects.